My name is Daniel Robinson. I attend AC Flora, and I'm planning to major in geology at College of Charleston.
Good job.
Good morning, good night to some, good morning to others. This is Dave Robinson, the father of geologist Daneil Robinson. I know it's midnight. It's a midnight deal here in South Carolina, and it's around 9 o'clock if you're on the West Coast. But I just want to make a quick video before I go to bed. So, this is, like I said, a late night, but I just wanted to make sure that I had an opportunity to reach out to everyone concerning my son Daniel. As you know, he's still missing. It's something that I have been fighting for over 2 years, going on 3 years, this June 23rd. And just wanted to reiterate that, yeah, like I said, this effort to find my son is not over. I'm still doing everything I can. Time is taking a lot of time when I'm running for office, but still reaching out to law enforcement, still trying to push them to do the right things. These things I'm still trying to get forensics, for instance. So those things are still ongoing. It is even moving even slower because I am doing something that's bigger than I am. Is to run for office to make a difference for many of Americans who have missing loved ones that went missing today, for instance, that went missing years ago, and those are who not currently being found, and those who will be missing in the future. So try to do everything we can to alleviate this crisis that we have in the country, and that is my job to do that. When God put you in the right place at the right time, give you the mindset and the heart to do make a move. You work or you go to it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I did when I joined the military. You guys know that I'm a retired Army. And when our country got attacked on 9/11, that was the first thing I did is moved. I gave up a thriving business in trucking and decided to go out and use my skills for the Army, for the U.S. Army. I raised my right hand to defend this country, defend our way of life, our Constitution, and I was in war where I fought for this country during wartime. But anyway, I've come tonight to, like I say again, to talk about Daniel and how you guys can help. I have been, like I said, been very busy, but I want to put this on the bottom of the screen. I haven't done that in a while, but I want to make sure you guys can have this information if you need it. If you have a tip, you guys, to bring my son home, you can call that anonymous tip line. That's 24 hours, 7 days a week. I paid for that service. Live operators that will take your call. If you want to remain anonymous, you just text the word tip to the number, and you can remain anonymous as well without even talking to anybody. Or if you want to talk to a live operator, you can still remain anonymous. But I definitely need the information after this lift for time. But what I was saying, you guys, I'm coming tonight to make a really quick note. This run for Congress is taking a lot of my time. I really need your help. We have a grassroots movement that has been going on from the time I was out there in the desert, the time I was out of the desert as well. Getting into the communities, to social media, doing the interviews, etc. The social media platforms when it comes to content creators and some of the podcasts that I was on. All of this movement, you guys, is very important because it helps other families. It helps our family, for Daneil, and to keep his story alive. And I really need your help, you guys, to do that. So to just make it real quick, you guys, I just really need you guys to help me with the flyer distribution. That's something that's constant, so something that just don't go away. I really need that flyers out there to keep going because I am still trying to reach that person or persons who may know something. So it's very important and crucial. I like to use the word crucial to my son's case, is to keep his case alive. Again, thankful for everybody who joining in. I see a lot of familiar names here, so I really want to thank you all for being here. But I want to go straight to the website. I want to go to the website. So those who probably never heard of Daneil's case, if you guys haven't, the little backdrop is that my son went missing in 2021. That's June the 23rd of 2021. And, I've been fighting for my son, searching for him. You guys, I've been trying to work with law enforcement. Those who don't know Daneil's case, that was my ultimate goal. But law enforcement told me they weren't going to look for my son. He's a grown man, could disappear if you want to. That prompted me to drive over 2,000 miles to get to Arizona to go search for my son myself. Like I said, the ultimate goal was to work with law enforcement. That did not work. But we do know the story behind Daneil's case started when he was at work. You guys, a lot of people don't know, but Daneil is a geologist. He's working for a company called Mission New World, and he's got hired on as a field geologist, also called a hydrogeologist. He was assigned to 2 well sites that day on the 23rd. He was sent to one. He made it there, allegedly. He made it there as well from all the information that we have thus far. And also, he had a second well site that he needed to go visit, but there was one person there waiting on him at that well site from a company called Weber. His name is Ken. Then the story transitioned on to Ken's account. My son met him out on Sun Valley Parkway. They talked on the shoulder of the road for a moment outside when my son got there. And my son followed him into that desert, the Sonoran Desert, 1 mile west, 2 miles north to his well site. They reached that well site 9 o'clock a.m. that morning. 9:15, Ken said my son waved off to him to never be seen again. And as you guys know, almost 30 days later, his vehicle showed up in a 20-foot ravine about 3 or so miles away, probably 3 or less miles away from that job site, but further out into the Sonoran Desert, remote part of that Sonoran Desert, down in 20-foot ravine, turned on the side. Allegedly, the clothes that was found, that we do not have proof on, but the clothes that was found on the ground was allegedly his. 3 feet away from the vehicle, everything down from his underwear to his socks, all in a pile away from that vehicle. Cases of water untouched in the water in that vehicle. His wallet, the certain personal effects was found, but my son was never found ever again. You guys, so that's a little part of it. As you guys know, the conflict that we have in law enforcement versus my investigation, and also my private investigator at the time, is a conflict with law enforcement. Law enforcement want to put Dane's vehicle in the ravine for 30 days. There's no real evidence of that. But the real evidence came that there was signs of foul play. The vehicle was staged in that location, and we do have information or physical evidence of that. Now, to go back to what I was saying, you guys, I really need the support. I really need the support to keep going. You guys have been helping me. You helping me, like I told you guys many times. We like to say in the military, keep us. The readiness is there when we have for that morality. When we out there in the desert of Arizona, of Afghanistan back then when I was in the military, we have that support from our loved ones that's in care packages, you name it. It helps our morale and keep us upbeat and keep going because it's a hard job. The same thing as was for me out there in that desert searching for my son, not knowing exactly what's happening. My family is very distraught. You guys have been treating my son like your very own as well. And that effort, like I said, it's very hard. But when I get support from you guys like I am tonight, those who are actually watching, that's the grassroots movement, you guys. The grassroots movement is those who's out in that desert with me, those who help me put those thousands of flyers out there, those who've been sharing the story, the podcasters, you name it. It's a big movement towards missing person cases and highlighted with my son's case as well. So I still need you guys' support to keep going in Daniel's case. My son is relying on you. I'm relying on you as well. He's relying on me to fight for his justice, and that's what I'm doing. Also, you guys, as like I said before, many times when I run for Congress, what pushed me. There's a lot of issues here in South Carolina that need to be addressed. There's a lot of issues here in this country that need to be addressed that I'm very, very passionate about as well. I'm a military retired guy, so of course when I see certain things, I really, really am dissatisfied the way the country is moving. However, sometimes you do not act until things happen. Like I said, again, I acted when 9/11, when our country got attacked, I act, so when it's time come, when I ran into the missing loved ones that have the people that have missing loved ones out here, not just out my family, but many, many other. I've learned there's over 600,000 Americans go missing every year. That's a passion for me to do something. We have to sometimes get out of our seat, get uncomfortable, and move. I was very uncomfortable, and I had to move for my son out there in that desert. I'm still continuing to do so, but I need your help, guys. It takes a team, sometimes it takes a village to do all of this, and I need you guys' help. So what I'm gonna do is ask you guys to go to pleasehelpfinddane.com and continue this work with me. And to work with me, we'll be going to this website and sign that petition. Very important. Very important to sign that petition. I did, you guys, for add this right here to request the flyers. You click this button, it will take you to a area where you can put in for these flyers. It's free of charge, you guys. You guys can get these flyers, help me get them out there in your community, in your city. Just fill out this information that we can get these flyers out to you. Very, very needed, you guys. I'm saying, you guys, I cannot do this without you. Also, those who want to print the flyers to save some of the resources as well, you can do that. They have the ability to do that home, and that's a form of donation. So I truly, truly do not take that lightly. So I really thank you for those who go out and do that as well. Go out and print those out, because I know how much it costs to print flyers and things like that. Now, also, you guys, I'm running this really quick. You can learn more. You can go to all the other tabs as well. But what I'm learning, what I need you guys to do is please also please hit that mail-in protest. We still need those letters going into those departments with these picket signs. You guys, there's 5 of them. These picket signs, you can utilize these and stuff them again as a form of donation to stuff these envelopes that you have. I mean, I'm trying to get thousands of them out there, you guys, every week into these departments. So I think we collectively working together will encourage others to do it. We actually get these things done and get these flyers out there. Like I said, guys, it's a bit support for what I'm doing. And like I said, I don't take it for granted. I'm really grateful for those who've been helping. But those are the PDFs there to get them into the Buckeye Police Department. Sheriff Robert Sanders. That's the address there. Also, the Maricopa County Sheriff Office, Sheriff Russ Skinner, who has stalled the efforts to have a meeting. This is a simple meeting, you guys, to see how he can help. He have no taste and no motivation to help me in my son's case, but we can change that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you guys, I need those PDFs going in there. So if you guys can do that, that will help tremendously. So again, website, pleasehelpfinddane.com is where you can help me in these efforts. Again, I'm just making a quick video tonight to talk about that. Also, you guys, to reach me directly is the number below. Please help find Daneil at yahoo.com. You guys can reach me to ask questions, or you guys have those who may not be want to use the tip line and decide that you want to tell me something about my son's disappearance. So that is very important. So again, you guys, excuse me, guys, it's so late. But thank you guys for joining in. And I will again, you guys, I will again be back on to talk a little bit longer. I really appreciate those who join in tonight. I know it's late in the West Coast, it may not be that bad. Those who may be up at 9 o'clock at night, but those here in this side of outside of the country, I'm sure many of you are already asleep. So those who will see this video will see it after the fact. It'll be after the fact. So I'm sure they'll see it tomorrow morning. But again, you guys, please encourage others. Please encourage people to join in with me to get these flyers out there. Join in with me to continue my effort to find my son. Like I said, I can't do it without you guys. is really important for me and my family. It's important to Daniel as well. I mean, now the people that's missing out there, they want to be found. They want to be found one way or the other. They want to be found. Not too many people, like the law enforcement told me, disappear because they want to. There's a lot of people probably do just want to get away, but everybody know their family member. They know the difference between. I've ran into many people that say, "Hey, we got a family member that just does that all the time." So they have a family member. They learn quickly that they found information. It's obviously they found them and found out this person wanted to be off to themselves. But that's the same thing with Daniel. He has a with him. We have a relationship as a family that Daniel could talk to us about anything. If he wanted to somehow go live in the woods somewhere, I'm an example. He would have communicated with us with that. So he come from a family where we all love each other, have a very good cohesiveness with each other, family dynamics, the word I really want to use. And so of course we know our loved one, and I'm sure that everybody that's listening to me now who have a missing loved one, your loved one. And so we know when things are not right. So again, you guys, thank you so much for joining in tonight. Real quick on the comment section, I want to say really quick to a few people. Sophia, thanks so much for being here. It was really nice to see you. Good evening. Also, Valerie. Oh, and also thank you, Sophia, for everything, being a part of the 18 and family, and great friend of mine. Valerie, thanks so much for being here. If you're praying for your success, thanks so much. Terry Dean as well for being here, looking as strong and ambitious as ever. Yes, I may look like it, but I'm very sleepy. I mean, I literally all the moments when you run for office, it takes a lot of time. Some things I wasn't even aware that's going to take so much time, but it have. It's taking a lot more time. Some people say, "Man, you're already busy," so even more busier. So, but the thing is, I want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can for my son. And I'm not fighting in vain. I'm going to continue to fight for Daniel, and that's what's going to happen. Thanks, Sophia, also again for moderating. And like I say again, being a great friend of mine, like I say, family member. You're one of the aunties to my daughter. So thanks so much for being here as well. Ashes to ashes. Thanks for your constant support as well. Hello, all. God bless you. Bless us all. David, I'm glad you are not giving up on finding your son, Daniel. Yes. I mean, how could I? Fathers, mothers as well. We just don't do that. We will not, leave our children behind. Even people I don't know who have missing loved ones, I would not leave them behind. That's something, a sentiment that we learned in the military, not to leave an American behind. And we're not leaving any American behind that is missing. So that's why I'm running for office as well, to make sure I'm doing my part to help Americans be found. Vicky, thanks so much for being here. Your story, your son's story always sticks with me, and the passion you show. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I pray for you find answers, and I believe I will. God has a time and place for everything, and it will happen. I'm keep my faith. Faith leads me to go straight forward. Faith is an action word. It calls me to act, not just to talk about it, but you have to be about it. And that's actions with your faith. So I have faith that I will bring my son home. I'm not going to give up. And thank you, Valerie, for saying that. I really appreciate it. And Vicky, I'm sorry, Vicky, thanks so much for being here and saying that. Maltese Falconist, Australia. Thanks so much for being here tonight. Hi, David, thinking of you, and I always hope you get answers soon. Yes, yes, thanks so much for that, and I will. It will happen. Lola, thanks so much for being here too. Again, good evening to you as well, and thank you guys for being up so late. I'm gonna read this real quick. Ashes. Is there a chance that Daniel did have a memory lapse and is somewhere in Arizona, but doesn't remember who he is? Just a thought. Well, I don't take anything out of play. I don't take anything out of place. That's why it's very important, you guys. I'm stressing your help. It's free of charge. Free of charge, you guys. Please help finddaniel.com. Request the flyers free of charge. I mean, of course, it's, it takes efforts to put the flyers out there with me to get those flyers out. I'm telling you, even in Arizona, this ashes as well. You probably run into many out there that and never even heard of Daniel's story after almost 3 years. And there's room to get those flyers out as well in the city. And somebody been probably knowing something for years and just didn't know that he was, still missing, or what the case may be. I hear people say a lot of things. I have people here in South Carolina that know Daniel's missing, and you find a few that don't. And when I go, it was kind of astonishing when I'm running for office here. I can go to certain events and nobody first time even hearing Dan's story. Then others, I can go to an event. I say, hey, some of you know me as Dave Robson, father geologist Daneil Robson, and they're looking at me. Oh, that's where I knew you from somewhere. That type deal. So you'll be surprised how flyers and information travels, and how you guys can help by, like I said, passing on information, sharing on your page, Daniel's story, getting the mail-in protests. Help me push law enforcement to keep Daniel's case active by signing the petition, and also to do the mail-in protest. That's why I'm saying, please help find Daneil.com. We can do it all there. So thanks so much, Ashes. I appreciate Gina Jackson. Thanks so much for being here tonight too. We will support you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't give up. The first time I heard of Daneil's story, my heart saved a spot for him. Thank you. And he appreciate that. My family, we appreciate that as well. Thanks so much, and having love and compassion for our family. Thanks so much. And let me see here. Thank you again, Ashes. Thank you, T and Wildflower. Thank you for moderating as well, and being in constant support. So I really appreciate you being here as well. Thank you so much, and it's good to see your name there. And I really appreciate you for putting the website up there. Please help find Daneil.com, you guys. Like I said, you can get those flyers for free. Ashley, thanks so much. I will order flyers, David. Thank you so much. Really need that. Really need. Encourage others. You guys have anybody at church, any clubs that you're a part of? I mean, this some children that you have. Everybody, just get these flyers and let's get them out there. It's really, 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 like I say, free of charge. It wouldn't cost you anything. And those who want to help as well by printing them, there's also the option for that, and that is a form of donation. So I really appreciate those who do that and donate that way. David, can you have local media to do another update on Daneil? Yes, I would love that. I would love that. Sometimes I reach out, to local news. It depends on they have the appetite for it. And sometimes they continue to look for updates. But one thing they can do is, like you said, give when I say update, they want something new. But yeah, to do an update to say, hey, look, I'm still searching for my son. This is what I'm doing, and I will reach out to them for the 23rd of June. And the 23rd of June will be, some would call it anniversary date, but it's a painful date for us because it adds a year to our dilemma as a family having Daneil missing. So, but that would be something to have law enforcement to, attack. Not law enforcement, but news media to attach to. So, hopefully, we can get them to move and get some information out about Daneil still remain missing, information about the efforts, with the flyer distribution, mail-in protest, and other areas that I'm fighting for to get those forensics done, etc. So again, you guys, thank you again. You have a wonderful night. I'm going to try to go to bed. I have a few more things to do, but I always have long days. So it's a few little time. I'm smiling because I have to look at those very moments of time that I have to do certain things. But thank you again. I love each and every last one of you. I really thank you so much. I do not take you for granted. I don't take anything you ever did from these 2 years, almost 3 years that you helped with my son. Don't ever take for granted. It's something I'll cherish for the rest of my life and never forget the love and labor of people who help the stranger. Those who are true Americans have that spirit of love and empathy for others. I really, truly appreciate each and every last one of you. I wish I could shake it like I had this big bunch of hands. I could shake everybody's hands at one time, give you a hug or something to show my gratitude. But I want to tell you, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Have a wonderful night. And I see you guys on whatever time I get to come on again. So God bless you and take care of yourself. See you next time. My name is David Robinson. I'm a proud son of Columbia, South Carolina. I was raised on the southern values of faith, family, and treating others as you would like to be treated. I believe in the power of a handshake and the strength of one's word. As a single parent, I faced the challenges of making ends meet firsthand. When I heard the call to serve, I knew I had to act. I served my country where I learned that we are all in this together, regardless of race, color, or politics, whether it was in Afghanistan or Arizona. I saw the power of cooperation. Now, I'm ready to bring that same spirit to Washington. Our nation's future depends on our ability to work together and focus on the bread and butter issues that matter most to everyday Americans, not sowing seeds of division. This November, when you cast your ballots, remember, it's about more than just politics. It's about sending someone who would truly represent all South Carolinians. I am David Robinson, and I approve this message.